Hi, I'm Travis Snapple Brown, PDGA number 16,551, and this is my In the Bag video at the start of the 2019 season. Right now it's currently below zero outside and has been for several days, so it's hard for me to think about disc golf at a time like now, but I'm going to soldier through and talk about what's in my bag. First of all, I'd like to talk quickly about last season. 2018 was a great year for me. I did battle through some injuries. I had some trouble with elbow tendonitis, but still had a great year. I won 5 tournaments, including a doubles tournament with my friend Chris Rorda and 4 singles victories. And I'm hoping to continue that success into the 2019 year. Here's what's in my bag. First of all, I carry 2 Soft Judges, Team Truly Unique stamped for my putting putters. I like them a lot and have been using them ever since I switched to Trilogy a few years ago. I also carry 2 Pures. I've got a Truly Unique Medium Blend Pure and a kind of a hybrid-y Opto Pure. I use this guy for approach shots and this one for short drives. I also carry the Lucid Slammer. That's going to be more of a short drive and approach shot disc. It's kind of like a little bit of a mini version of the Justice. Also, kind of in the between your putter and your mid ranges, I've got the Harp. I've got this one here with my face on it. It's a little bit ridiculous, but I love it. It's great for, again, short drives over stable stuff. And then getting into drivers, I carry 2 Enforcers. I've got a Fusion one here. This was actually dyed by Truly Unique's Derek Brooker himself. This is kind of my biggest overstable disc in the bag. And then I also carry the Lucid Air Enforcer. This guy is a little bit more straight to even a little bit flippy to start out, and just a good distance disc. For my biggest distance disc, I carry the Biofusion Defender. I've got an orange one that's been through the wars and it's very beat in and flippy, and then I've got a more newer one that has a little bit more stability to it. It's pretty, they're both kind of my go-to distance discs. Then I've got something that I added at the end of last year. It's the Dave Feldberg Team Series Opto X Ballista Pro. And something new to try around with. It's pretty overstable, but a good distance disc. And then I put this back into the bag at the end of the year. The World. I hadn't used it for a couple years and decided I was going to give it another shot. It's back in the bag for now. Moving on to fairway drivers. One of my most dependable ones is the Opto Triple X. I've had these in the bag for quite a while, and they're just great, dependable meat hook discs. Added this one in at the beginning of last year. It's the Biofusion Criminal. That disc is something I kind of replaced the Felon with. I was having trouble finding runs of Felons that were similar. I decided I was going to try to beat in a Biofusion Criminal, and it's been great. It's been something that's really filled a hole in my bag. Probably my favorite fairway driver is the Culverin. I've got both an Opto and a Gold line here. They are just dependable, straight flying with a little bit of an overstable finish fairway drivers. Reach for them a lot of times, especially in the woods. Capping off drivers, I've got my most understable one. It's a VIP Stag that I've had in the bag for a long time. I don't know if you can tell, but it was double stamped and they're both almost gone. But it's been in the bag a long time. It's dependable, something that goes right. Maybe will possibly fade back at the end, but mostly just holds that turnover line. Moving on to mid-range discs, I carry the Evidence for kind of the shorter version of what I just talked about with the Stag. It's my turnover mid-range disc, something that I like to use to just turn right and hold a line. And then I've got the Retro Anchor. These start out a little overstable, but they beat in perfectly to a nice straight flyer. Very dependable mid-range disc. I put this in the bag this last year too. It's the Lucid X Verdict. Very overstable, more dependably overstable than the Lucid Verdict, and something that I really like. And then I've got the Biofusion Justice. It's just a little less beefy than a regular Justice, but it'll sort of hold a little bit of a straight line before it hooks hard. Finally, as far as what's in the main part of my bag, I guess I forgot a few that are in the side, but I've got a couple of suspects, possibly my favorite disc that in the Trilogy lineup. I carry two. I carry a Lucid and a Moonshine. The Lucid's going to be more overstable, and the Moonshine's much straighter. These are discs that I grab anytime I need a dependable shot going maybe 200 to 250 feet. I did forget I've got a few tucked in the side here. A couple other ones that I like to throw but don't maybe use quite as often. First of all, I've got a Ballista, a little bit longer version of that Stag I was talking about. Turns over but does come back at the end. I also love this VIP Warhorse. This one's a bit of a lighter weight one, 168 I believe. And so it'll hold a nice straight line before hooking up, a little bit longer maybe than my Enforcer. I also carry the River Pro. It's a little bit of a kind of a hybrid disc. I would say it's kind of between a fairway driver and a mid-range, nice straight flyer, and I would suggest it. And then obviously I carry the Dynamic Disc Commander bag. I also have a truly unique metal mini that was made for me by a friend, Josh Arians, locally here in the Quad Cities. And I carry a few other trinkets, towels, pencils, things like that. Finally, I would love to thank all my sponsors, mainly Truly Unique Disc Golf with Derek Bookard, and Team Beef with Josh McFarland.